Hey guys, what is going on? It is XCKJ here today. I am bringing to you guys a tier list for the beginning of Season 3. This is the first impressions of what I have been playing and what has been working out for me. If you are playing something and it is working and it's not on this tier list, by all means, keep on playing it, keep on abusing it. This is just something overall for standard, what I'm going to be picking early on this season while the meta is still developing. And as the meta shapes, I'll have another video out very soon about how the meta ends up shaping up. But these are the champions I will be playing, 3 different for every single role. Starting out with the point tanks, we are going to have Barrack. I picked Barrack simply due to the fact that I'm going to be able to place down turrets. The turrets will be dealing damage, healing me also with the new card that's just been added. Still getting heals from the turrets. The turrets have extra health. Unfortunately, Shield did get a little bit of a nerf, but other than that, Barrack is still the exact same that he was, and I think that that's going to put him at first place for point tanks, being one of the strongest point tanks right now, right next to Inara. Inara is also crazy strong right now. You're still going to be playing Mother's Grace. Her impasse build is super fun, but it's just not quite what we need in the meta in order to be playing a point tank. So you're going to play Mother's Grace, just stand up on the point, know exactly when to go in, when to back off for the point. She's going to be able to deal a lot of damage, going to have a lot of damage reduction, going to still have that wall, which is amazing. The flower on the ground, everything about Inara's kit just still works, leaving her also in place of point tanks. Now, also looking at the rest of the point tank list, there's not too many point tanks right now in the game that are super viable. I added Terminus in third. So the reason why I did that is because his Siphon is very strong. He's going to be able to soak up a lot of damage. As you know, they did a lot of shield updates and things like that. His Siphon is still going to be able to absorb a lot. I know a lot of people would consider him an off tank, including myself. But just for the sake of this list, I put Terminus as a point tank because I think he does also work very well with other off tanks. So you can pick him as almost that second tank that you have. For maybe a more aggressive build or even a more defensive build if they're having like a diving flank or something like that. Especially this meta that it looks like it's shaping up around flanks. For the off-tank list, first I have Ashe on the list. I think Ashe still does really, really good damage. I think that she's able to put out a lot of damage, still play very defensively. You might want to play a battering ram or might want to play Slugshot. It really depends on your playstyle. Slugshot's going to bring that damage back up to where it was before. Battering ram will still give you damage reduction. Whether or not it's enough damage reduction, I'll leave that up to you guys. I haven't done enough play testing with it yet to really find out which one I like more, but I have been playing battering ram with pretty much the exact same build I was running before and seeing a lot of success. Ashe has been on the list for a while. People are familiar with playing her. I think early in on the season like this, a lot of people are going to be playing new champions that they're not really used to. And if you have been playing Ashe a lot before or maining Ashe, I think that you're going to find a lot of success with her in ranked games. Second on the list, we have Nullify Torvald. Torvald is making it back to the list again, this time for a completely different reason. His shielding is still really strong. It's great, especially with the nerfs to Wrecker, and also Nullify. If you have a good Torvald with a good flank on your team, you guys are going to be able to push up together. Torvald's going to be able to nullify whoever it is that you guys decide that you want to abuse, and then allow your flank, your damage, whoever to get a free kill basically on them. It's really great against people like Ashe. You know, even if an Ashe ults, you are able to hit them with a nullify without even having to aim anything crazy like that. So that's why Nullify Torvald is on the list. We'll see where it ends up going from this. I think that he might be one of the best off tanks, but I definitely have been seeing a lot of success with him, and I'm not even that great of a Torvald player. So anybody who's really good at Torvald will definitely find success with him. And also recently I was playing a very aggressive ROM build. So third on the list is going to be ROM. Recently I've been playing a very aggressive ROM build. Kind of very much dash in, go into the back line, deal damage to the back line, and kind of hang out back there for a little bit until you get your dash back, or you can just find a safe way out and then leave again. I was playing him before as a point tank, and I wasn't finding much success with him on point tank. I was getting high damage numbers, but my win ratio is not that great just because I would still die a lot, and I felt like he just didn't have the sustain to stay on the point. Some people can play him really good as a point tank, but I think right now, playing him as an off tank, you'll find a lot of success, especially due to the fact that people are playing healers that aren't as strong necessarily as they were and things like that. Rom is a great pick, so I will put him in third place on the off tanks. Going into the damages have been mixed up like crazy. So any damages that you are playing that you're finding success with, whether it be Leon, whether it be Cassie, whoever it is, keep on playing that. It's so hard for me only to pick 3 just because almost every single damage right now is strong. Vivian is doing really, really great. But first on the damage list, I have Shaolin. His silence is insane. He's been getting a ban. He's been getting banned a lot in ranked in these first 2 days, and people who have been playing him, including myself, I've been finding a lot of success with him. So that's why Shaolin will be first on the list. Also, with his unplanted being changed, that makes him much better than he was before. Second on the list, I am adding Amani. This is simply due to CC and changes on her Frost Glide. I think that CC right now is really strong with a lot of the healers that are great having mobility, a lot of the tanks that are really good having mobility right now. She's almost a counter to a lot of the meta picks. Also, this meta again is very oriented around flanks, so having somebody like Amani being able to hang out in the back line, deal a significant amount of damage on her fire stance, switching to ice stance, getting a stun on the flank, and then everybody able to kind of gang up on that flank and get an easy kill, or even just sending the ice bomb onto the point. You'll find a lot of success on her, hopefully, as I have been, and I've been really enjoying her too. She feels great to play. Just give her a try. I think you'll understand why I put her at second place on the tier list. Third, I have put BK on the list. BK got relatively no changes. He got minor changes, but nothing crazy. And I think that he is a shield shredder. I think that the amount of damage that he is able to do to shields just because of how his kit works, I think that he is really strong right now. He has stuns, he has damage, he has mobility, he's able to be played as a flank, as a damage, he can protect the team. You can play him. I would recommend playing him with Jolt. That way, you always are able to get the jump off on yourself. You're able to bounce yourself around places. Just sometimes the poppy bomb gets destroyed, and then you aren't able to do that. So, yeah, I have put BK third on the list. Also, his ult is can be game changing. It can be a one tap triple kill, a one tap double kill. It's always easy to find a kill with it. And it's very strong, able to make huge plays for your team. Now, I also wanted to have some honorable mentions, so I wanted to just say Vivian is really strong right now. I would recommend playing her a little bit. A lot of people find her playstyle boring, but she's really strong. Leon is very strong right now. Strix is still destroying on a lot of maps. Strix is super scary just because, I mean, he's still just doing a crap ton of damage, and people who are good with Strix are just, I mean, yeah, it's Strix, guys. Come on. He's counter to a Tiberius and everything like that. I did not add Tiberius onto the tier list and I'm going to get hate for this. I know people are going to say, oh my gosh, he's so strong. How could you not add Tiberius onto this list? This is for where we currently are sitting in the meta. I think Tiberius is still early. People are not good at playing him yet. And I've been seeing so many Tiberiuses just get absolutely annihilated. And people are they're doing much better on other champions that they're more experienced with in ranked. And I know a lot of people may not care too much about ranked. If you don't care much about ranked, you can play Tiberius. But I'm just telling you right now, from all the Tiberiuses that I've seen, that I've gone up against, even when I have played them, I would perform much better on other champions, and yet people are still playing him and getting absolutely destroyed right now. Moving on into the flanks. First, we have Koga. He got huge buffs. His SMGs are shooting so the distance on them, you're able to actually deal damage from mid range, which you weren't able to do, and still poke a little bit from far distances. His dragon stance got changed, so I mean, not that you were ever even going to need to use it, but if you are just an amazing Koga, want to be running around with your dragon stance out, getting kills that way too. Dragon stance got buffed. Also, he's got the cards now with 50 extra ammo in his SMGs, so you don't have to waste one of your energies just to activate the movement speed ability, so that way you have some ammo regen. You automatically have 50 extra bullets in your SMG. Next on the list, we have Maeve. Maeve also got some changes recently. I think that she's really strong right now. Her ability to a cat burglar specifically on Maeve, just because she's able to poke with the daggers, and as she's poking with the daggers, she gets reduced cooldown on Prowl again to be able to proc cat burglar again. I think Maeves are really happy with this addition. I know a lot of people were having problems with Maeve, as same as they were with Barrack earlier, just because they were having trouble finding what cards to put in, because she has so many good cards right now, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But I think a lot of people are decent Maeve players, and I think if they take a step back, kind of play a little bit safer, and don't go in with a full dive Maeve build or full dive Maeve playstyle, they're going to do really well on her, because she's able to do a lot of damage, play a lot of defense, and then still, when the time is right, being able to dive into that backline, get kills on the healers, on the damages, on whoever the heck they're going after, and then getting out successfully. Third on the tier list for the flanks, I'm going to have Xin. Xin is on this list simply because of some of his updates. His Billow is super strong right now, and his talent for Billow is super strong right now, being able to gain back health, and with the nerfs with Yomi, it's not too great right now to be running Yomi, so I know a lot of people have been running the Billow talent. There is a card that gives you 100% reset when you get a kill on Billow, so you're able to fight the guy one-on-one, then billow around, get all your health back, then keep on slashing at him, kill him, then have your Billow back again. You're able to whirl out, Billow, and then whirl out again, and then you're back into safety again. I know a lot of people have been carrying with him. A lot of people from my chat on stream have been telling me that they've been winning a lot of games with Xin, and that they're able to solo carry with him. So I have only played him a few times. I did well both times that I played him so far this season, but I think that you guys should definitely give him a try and let me know what you think of him. That will put him third on my list for flanks. Now, top on my list for healers, this is almost an off healer, but people have been playing her a lot, and I think that it is very strong, and that's going to be Healer Sky. Healer Sky combos so well with Nullify Torvald, like I said before, when I said that, Torvald in a flank being able to push up and abuse someone. Just this whole idea of, okay, Torvald nullifies, Sky throws down the heal, then Sky hits him with the poison, then Sky throws down another heal. Sky's able to heal up herself now when she's inside of her smoke screen, healing the tanks. I think that Healer Sky right now is really strong, especially with the nerfs with the other healers. Being able to kind of play Sky as a healer and then still have another healer is just going to give your team that extra edge that it needs. And you still can get 100k damage playing Healer Sky easily. You just kind of chill out in the back line, throw poison bolts into the point or onto flanks or onto people who are diving you, and then just throwing heals down for yourself, for your team, for whoever the heck needs them. I think Sky Healer right now is going to just be one of those early things that's going to help people get early wins before other people start picking up on the meta. Second on the list is going to be Genos, simply because it's Genos. He still is going to be giving that extra damage amp, still is going to be giving out decent heals. He's going to be able to giving out decent heals more often as well. He did get a bit of a nerf to his heals, but then at the same time it actually buffed his heals because he can be able to proc it even more. Kind of the same thing that happened with Saris. Although Saris kind of got a nerf overall, she still is doing really good. I think people are going to be able to play Saris well, but she is not on this list, unfortunately. Third on the list, I have Ying. I think Ying is really strong right now. I think that she's able to put out a ton of heals. I'm not sure. I would have to get this double checked. I think that she might be one of like the highest heal output champions right now. I was playing her in most of my ranked games today. She probably has the most amount of ranked games for me so far today, and I beat the enemy healer every single game that I played. Uh, she is super strong. She just is able to put down her illusions, still able to beat some of the flanks if they're not too great. And also, her ult is strong. You can start building morale boost early. You don't even need to buy Chronos with Ying. And I think that people who are playing her will definitely find a lot of wins and do really good playing her. Also, honorable mentions for the healer list would be Furia. Furia is doing really good right now as well. People have been playing pillar heals, and even I've seen a few Cherish Furias, but nothing too much. I think definitely her pillar heal is going to be much better than Cherish heal right now. That's just my personal opinion, though. I've been seeing, a little bit a mix of Furias. I don't know if people know exactly how to play her, and that's why I didn't put her on this list because it's kind of a little bit divided. But if you do want to know another great healer to play, I would say Saris. She's just a safe healer to pick. She did get her heals nerfed a little bit, but her base kit now, her heals are only on a 2-second cooldown, so you're able to have extra room for different sorts of cards that at one point had to be taken up 5 cards to get your heal down to a 2-second cooldown. It automatically is in the base kit now, which is just a nice quality of life thing for Saris. I like the direction that they're taking certain cards that people say, you know what, this is a must have on this champion. They're just putting into the base kits. I can appreciate that. So without further ado, guys, that will be the end of the video. Let me know what you guys thought. You guys agree, disagree? Who else are you guys going to be playing at the start of this season? Remember, I'm going to be uploading another one of these once the meta starts to form a little bit more. But I think this is going to help you get through your placements and hopefully get a 5-0 placements. Let me know if it did end up helping you guys out at all, or if you need any build advice. Just let me know in the comment section. I'll do my best to give that to you. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Peace.